So I don't think anyone else is coming. We'll start now. For today, I wanted to create the landmine trap. So we have both anomalies and traps. Let's see the code 1 second. There is a certain chance to have an anomaly or a trap. Need to see the section prefab. So it's a 50-50 right now, but you can have both an anomaly and a trap at the same time. So it's good that I opened this because here we'll place some positions for the bumps, where the bumps will be. But before that, we should make the prefab of the landmine. I already have it here in the scene. It's just an asset from the store, and I added this light here. First of all, we want this light um, to appear at certain intervals. Let's add an animator to this. We need an animator controller. Now we can add this to the animator. And I don't know if you know, but if you put the animator on the parent, so for an object with children, when you make animations, you can use the children as well. In our case, we only care about the light. Let's say we have on and off. Or actually, not off. That's not correct. It should be idle, actually. Yes, I will delete that and rename it. Oh, Brisket's here, I think. No, he's not here. If you can explain explain it to Brisket, the game. I will delete that one. So you have landmine idle, doesn't do anything. It's just an empty animation. Then we have the landmine flicker, I think it's called. I don't know. My flicker. So. But uh, by default, this will not have any intensity. This light, so zero intensity. Let's have one frame here. Oh, my bad. We need to add the property, the light. And then the intensity of the light. So I have 0 here, 0 at the end. In the middle, 1.5. Now we have this. Um, but we want this to be faster. Increase the samples. Something like this, we can change it later. Let's see. Now, by default, it's in idle. We'll go to the flicker by script and automatically back to idle after the animation is finished. So here on the transition, we want exit time. And we put one here on exit time, so that means we wait the whole animation before transitioning. There's also a transition duration here. That's used to blend animations. When it transitions, we put 0. We don't want no blend. Okay, that's everything. Now we need a script on the landmine. But first, let's see the collider on this. Okay, the collider is on the children. What we can do is we can add rigid body to the parents. So now this rigid body will take in consideration all the colliders on the children when we use the on collision or on trigger in code. This is a rigid body kinematic, so it doesn't interact physically with anything. Since it doesn't interact with anything, we don't need to freeze position or rotation. This will have a script. Let's create that. Okay, briskets here. This game is kind of like Exit 8, the one with the anomalies, but instead of being a passage in the metro, this is an infinite road. Okay, this will be a very simple script. We cannot add it. I don't understand why. Oh, needs to compile first, even though it's empty. So I can now. And now it works. Before we continue, we need to know what kind of collider it is on the mine. It's one with physics. Guess it works with physics as well. This will be very simple. First of all, we need the light. Yeah. Well, actually not the light, just animator. Can get it in the start function, so that happens at the beginning of the script once. Okay, now we have the animator in the variable. We flicker at certain intervals, so we need a counter. So the update, we count time in this light counter variable. So plus equal time delta time. So that's the time difference between frames. in seconds. Now check if this reached the limit. So if this is bigger than the light, I called it light speed. In that case, we want to do two things. We want to reset the counter so this becomes 0 again. We want to enable the animation by going straight to it with the animator play. I forgot how I called it. Oh, never mind. It's still landmine flicker. And after this is done, it will go automatically to idle. But another thing we want to make sure does not happen is this animation should not loop. We also, I think, have a sound effect for this. So we need a sound effect, we need an explosion, a visual effect, and the sound for the explosion, and that should be everything we need. I think I have this. Let's see. At the moment that we play, the animation will also want to spawn this sound effect. Okay. So here, let's say public game object light sound effect. So here we'll play the animation, also spawn that. Now we have to create that effect. So what we'll do is we'll take sound effects that we already have, unpack it so it's no longer prefab. This will be the bomb flicker, bomb light sound effect. Okay, change the file. We can save now. We can save this as a prefab. Add it to the landmine. Land light speed. Say 3 seconds. Let's say. Okay, now on collision we die. We can avoid on collision. Collision with physics because both the collider and the player on this are with physics. So we check for the player here, but let's see if we gave the player tag first. It's untagged, so we have to change it to player. So we check if it is the player. Okay. So if it is the player, we get an error here because we have to say collision.collider. So the collision variable is information about the collision, which includes this collider, which is the object that we collided with. So first thing we did the player script. So we say the collider and then we get the component from that. Who killed the player now? Player script. Normal death, I think it's called, yes. Because we don't want, for example, the player to touch again the bomb and enable this again. We destroyed the bomb here. We spawn the explosion and this. Yes, we spawn the explosion and destroy the landmine. At the moment, I don't have an explosion or sound effect where I will save. But maybe I should comment the code a little bit. Here we count the time in seconds. If it's time to enable light, set the counter, play the light animation, spawn light sound effect. This is collision with physics, so collision with physics. The player, the player script, the player. Now we spawn the explosion and destroy the landmine. So you just say destroy game object. For the moment, I don't have an explosion. Now it's time to test it, and after that we can create the trap in the script of the section. So first we'll add some positions where the bombs can spawn. So we can have both traps and anomalies at the same time. There's a 50-50 chance to have either. Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. So okay, this is not supposed to happen. See why this happens. We spawn multiple sound effects. First of all, see the prefab of the sound effect. This just has the sound effect script, so it should get destroyed. So that means we spawn multiple sound effects here somehow. This is not supposed to happen. Let's see the code one more time. So we have the counter, which starts with 0. We add the time delta time. When it's bigger than the light speed, we spawn we play the animation and spawn the sound effect. And we reset the counter, so this should not happen. Let's see the game while it's minimized. Also, you see it does not loop. That's not a problem either. Okay, so that it seems that does not get destroyed from what I see here. It does not get destroyed. And it should get destroyed. This is correct. So I don't know why this is happening. This is very weird. That's supposed to play on awake, no loop. Uh, the lamp flicker sound effect gets destroyed, and this one doesn't for some reason. Okay, let's see that landmine. I'll remove this and add it again. Maybe that fixes it. Uh, yep, I don't know. What's the difference between these two? Okay, time to ask ChatGPT, I guess. Oh, that's also a good idea. I didn't know about that. We can actually destroy it and say we destroy it after the length of the sound effect is. We wait the sound. We wait the length of the sound effect and then we destroy it. That's also possible. We could try this method, see if that fixes it. Try that instead. So we have to go to the sound effect script. For now, I will just comment this. And we wait the clip length instead. This should be more reliable. Also, want to change the speed of that light animation. Oh, the flicker here. Is that? So now there's not a condition to destroy it. It's destroyed after some time. Okay, still does not get destroyed. So there must be something with the landmine. See. I don't know what this is. This LOD group. What is this? See if this disable. If let's see if that fixes it. No, it's not. That's not the problem. I'm sorry, guys. This is not supposed to happen. I'm very confused. I don't know what causes this. Because I look at this compared to the others, and it's exactly the same. Okay. Oh, it might be because of the. I'm sorry, guys. It's a problem with the audio clip the file. There's a problem with the file somewhere. There is a problem with the file, so we should compare this to the other ones. If it's not this, I don't know what. Let's see what type of file this is, first of all. See if it's a different, maybe it's a different type of file. So these are all MP3s. Oh, these are all MP3s. That one is a WAV file. Okay, I think we have to convert this from WAV to MP3. Although WAV should work. Should work. I don't know why it's not working now. Okay. Oh, no, it's my bad. I made a very big mistake. It's not that. There's actually multiple beeps inside that um, sound effect. I'm stupid. Sorry about this. So there are multiple effects. We have to split it into files. Oh, this is not a good splitter. It splits by fixed. It's split at fixed interval. I want to be able to split it manually. Okay, but how do you actually split it? Wait. Audio files. Waste so much time on this. Okay, this one's good. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, now export this. Okay, Okay, and now it should work. We also test if the explosion, if we die on contact, that. Although later we could also add some force to the player uh, when that explodes. Okay, now it works correctly. There is although you see there's a line there. I don't know where that comes from. It's from the skybox. Okay, let's see if the mine works. Touch it, and it does work. So we have the landmine prefab. We can start working on the trap. Save this as a prefab. Oh, I tracked the wrong one. Okay, let's go to the script. This will be very similar to the ship anomaly. First, we need the landmine prefabs, public game object, landmine prefab. Uh, Very similar to the ship, we'll have some spawn points where this can spawn. So the same code. I'll copy this for the. This is the code for the anomalies. But in this case, we check if it is a trap. So if it does have a trap, not anomaly here. Let's comment this as well. Anomaly code, traps code. So you have the 50% chance to spawn an anomaly and a 50% chance to spawn a trap. And the trap is, and those anomalies that spawn are also random. Let's change this from anomaly to traps. Number anomalies. Let's see, do we have a number traps? Yes. In our case, we just have one at the moment. I'll delete this. We have just one case. This is the landmine trap. Okay. I'll delete all the code. So very similar, we'll have a holder that holds those positions where we can spawn landmines. So you can copy these two. The actual array of points does not need to be public because we can get those points from the parent. So here in the start, we get those. So for example, here we get the ship spawn points. You can just copy paste this. Just replace some part of the code. Okay, now we have those spawn points in an array. Before we continue, let's create those points on the section. So first, with the section prefab, let's see where the ship spawn first. We can decide where we put our mines. For some reason, I cannot see all of them at the same time because these are empty objects. If they had a collider, I think we could have seen them. So from what I see, seems those ships seem to be in the middle of the road, or almost the middle. So we'll put the landmines on the side, I think. First, let's create an empty object that will hold all of these spawn points. Okay. First things first, we'll take a prefab and place it here so we know the Y position of these. Um, okay, that placed it correctly. Uh, well, what we can do is we can remove all the properties of this. But first, let's unpack this on our prefab. Now it's just an empty object, but is on the correct Y position. Okay. So this will be to the side of it. I will just duplicate this a couple of times. Something like this. Now all of these will be children of that holder. And in the script, we place the landmine prefab and the holder. Uh, let's see how many there are. We don't want these we don't want to have 20 landmines. So, let's say somewhere between half and uh, 75% or 80%. Let's say we have between 10 and uh, 15. Yes, let's say we have between 10 and 15. So let's say here, first of all, the how many we spawn. So that's an integer. Random range, let's say 10 and 15. 16 because 15 is exclusive. I mean the number here at the end is exclusive. Okay. Same logic that we use for the ship. We create a list. We convert our array of positions to a list, so we can then remove once we spawn a landmine on a point, we can remove that point from the list, so we don't spawn another landmine there. So let's say list. Wait, are those transforms? Yes, those are transforms. So it's a list of type transform. Let's say empty landmine spawns. Spawn spawns. New list of type transform. So now it's an empty list. Now we add one by one those from the array here. We can use for each to go through each element of an array instead of a normal for loop. So those are transforms. Transform landmine spawn in and one spawn points, and we add this to our list. So this here will be each time we loop, we will go from index 0 to the end. We'll represent each value in that array one by one. So we add that to our list. Now we have the list. Now we say for integer, we go from 10, I mean not 10, my bad, from 1 to the number of landmines. And we spawn them one by one at a random position. But first we need to create a random position. So we can say here integer random index. So this will be between 0 and the count of the list that we made. We select a random position to spawn a mine. And once we spawn the mine, we can no longer use that spawn point, so we remove it from the list. Okay, Biscuit, thank you for joining me. See you another time. Let me comment this code. Okay, so we have the random index. Now we spawn the landmine at that index. So instantiate. Landmine prefab. Now we select the empty spawns, that random index that we created. We don't care about the rotation much because this mine looks the same from all angles. So we'll just say no rotation. Let me comment here, create random list index spawn landmine at the spawn point of the random spawn point. And now we can no longer use that spawn point, so we have to remove it from the list. Say remove. Now specify a remove at. Because if you just say remove, then you remove a certain value. And if you have that value multiple times in the list, this will destroy all of those. So we remove at a specific index, at a random index, and that's it. I think this is everything. I think. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to do? I think this is everything. So we can have both an anomaly and a trap at the same time. This will be especially difficult if there's a ship anomaly. Also in the future, I'd like to add a gun so you can shoot if that ship detects you, if the an anomaly ship detects you, uh, you can shoot it. But you have very limited reaction time. We have two anomalies. We have one trap. Let's change the number of traps. That should be everything. Now it's time to test. We'll remove the landmine from the scene. Let's see. I'll keep it minimized. You can see there are errors. There is an issue with the skybox. We have no errors, so that's good. Oh, we have mine somewhere. Oh, that's okay. So we have both ship and also there's another thing which is probably because of the ship. Okay, so that works. Let's touch once if you die. But we do not have any explosion at the moment. Let me see. Let's see. Uh, I do not have an explosion yet. Also, there's one more thing. Last time we had a 100% chance to have a ship anomaly uh, for testing purposes, but now we changed to 50-50. So you can have ship, but there's a 50-50% chance that there is an anomaly ship. So sometimes there are ship, they're just normal ship without an anomaly. I guess that's everything for today. I have to prepare stuff the um, for next time, um, and have to think what other traps and anomalies to make. Thank you very much, Patrick, for joining me. I'll see you next time.